Coming up on today's episode, we're headed to Hollywood.
We are the weekend geeks, living the dream. Coming to conventions like a laser beam. Pop culture heroes from dusk till dawn. In the world of fandom, you can never go wrong.
Really go there. Universal Fan Fest Nights at Universal Studios Hollywood, an all-new immersive fan event.
Hello and welcome to the Weekend Geeks. Recently, I had an invitation to participate in the inaugural Fan Fest nights at Universal Studios in Hollywood. It was an incredible experience to celebrate everything it means to be a fan, with things like Dungeons and Dragons and Harry Potter, Back to the Future, and Star Trek on display. When Universal Studios first announced that they were bringing the bridge from Star Trek Picard, I just knew that I had to see this for myself. I mean, when else will you have the opportunity to boldly go and see a piece of film history? After enjoying the park, it was time for Fan Fest nights to begin, complete with a red carpet celebration.
We all appreciate the same thing about Star Trek, the breadth of it, the diversity in it, the fact that it's a hopeful vision of the future. It's not about being wacky necessarily. For me, it's about this is the coolest interpretation of the future that we've ever created as a species.
I've been waiting for this for months. When I went up to the set in Santa Clarita like 5 years ago and got to spend an entire day on the bridge for the first time in 20-something years, someone told me they're going to keep this together and do something really cool with it. And I said, oh, they've got to go put it on display so people can come see it. People have to be able to see this. It's such a huge part of our history. And I'm just beside myself that not just that Star Trek is here, but Dungeons and Dragons and Back to the Future. And I'm really regretting that I haven't spent more time trying to really keep up with One Piece because all of that looks really, really, really cool.
Yeah, this is huge. I've been doing anime a long time, and to see the North American audience embrace a show like Jujutsu Kaisen is just so exciting for me. I love it.
Yeah, and seeing it in places like Universal Studios, places I've been coming to since I was a kid, it's awesome.
Guys, I don't know if you're familiar with like Fan Fest and nighttime Universal Studios activities.
I've never been to Universal after the sun's been down.
Yeah. It's very popular. I have teenage daughters.
Yes.
And they and all of their friends all wanted to come to Fan Fest. This was a very big deal.
Oh, good. Well, then this is exciting.
We're very proud that Star Trek is represented here at Universal Fan Fest. This is a big deal.
All about the collaboration. So being able to collaborate with such amazing partners and really staying true to the core value of being fan first and authentic. Fan first, we really wanted to service the fans who had fandoms for these genres and being as authentic and uniquely universal along the way as possible.
With the fans first motto, fans really went there during this immersive in-world experience. Just imagine being transported into the world of your favorite film or TV show franchise. FanFest brought about several experiences, and we were eager to try them all. Dungeons and Dragons: Secrets of the Waterdeep would be first. This felt like I was thrown right in the middle of an epic campaign, where all I would need would be some HP points and a D20 to roll for initiative.
You, along with Throcker and Evelina, leaders of the local Harpers, must steal back the Dragon Star from him.
Our role in this campaign was to assist the Harpers, a hero spy network on their mystical quest.
Fighters, the essentially evil creatures.
The story takes a sudden turn when Xanathar the Beholder makes his evil entrance in the way only a true crime lord could do. The puppet was actually created by Jim Henson's Creature Shop and was controlled by a real actor who brought life to this historic character. Of course, being the hero has its advantage. and we quickly foiled his plans and overcame the obstacle to win the campaign.
We did it! Our mission is complete. We got the dragon staff and we saved Waterdeep.
What if you could prove time travel is real? Well, for FanFest attendees, that concept came to life over at Hill Valley and the real set from Back to the Future. When participating in the studio tour, fans only get to see the area by trolley. However, tonight, we were given full access to explore everything. Back to the Future is celebrating 40 years of adventure, and it was simply amazing to walk around and really put myself into the shoes of Doc Brown and Marty. And great Scott! Great Scott! They were on hand to share their wisdom and knowledge.
Good to see you. I understand this is some sort of weather vane. People are pointing weather vanes and calculators at me in 1955. That's not concerning at all. Hello.
But the future was calling, and it was time to go to the 24th century and live a dream I've always had. I've been a Star Trek fan since I was a kid, and my first episode was yesterday's Enterprise. I was simply amazed at a world where we could travel to the stars. As an adult, I still enjoy watching the many adventures and boldly going into that universe. You know, it has been nearly 17 years since fans were able to board the Enterprise at Star Trek The Experience in Las Vegas, the attraction that closed in 2008. However, that all changed with Star Trek Red Alert, and for the first time ever, we were able to board the real bridge of the Enterprise D.
Everyone, this way! Quickly, inside!
This was the bridge created for Star Trek Picard Season 3 and was a love letter to the next generation. For this walkthrough experience, fans are brought to the Starfleet Museum located at Athon Prime, where events unfold in the true nature of Star Trek. Without spoiling the storyline, let's just say it pays homage to everything that makes Star Trek special. The 10-year-old Trekkie that was inside of me was jumping up and down whenever I got to finally walk aboard the bridge. Seeing the command chair and the consoles and workstations put a sense of reality to something that I've always wanted to see. In addition to the bridge, there were also recreations of an engineering department, sick bay, and shuttle bay. I would walk through this experience at least 3 times during my stay at FanFest. Well, I think that's going to about do it for me tonight here at Universal Studios. It's been a long day. Got a big travel day tomorrow, so I think I'm going to head back to the hotel room and get ready for that big adventure. But just wanted to say FanFest was everything I was hoping for. The Enterprise was spectacular and everything else was great to see. And just hats off to them on this inaugural event. But we're going to talk about that when we wrap up. Final thoughts up next on the Weekend Geeks. Well, there you have it, folks. A look at Universal Studios FanFest nights. A true celebration of fandom. And boy, was it an amazing experience. And I just can't say enough about the opportunity to just go and see the bridge from Star Trek. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that I would ever walk on that. I mean, we had the opportunity to see something similar at Star Trek The Experience in Las Vegas, but this tops all of it. And just to go through that was simply amazing. It's hard for me to put into words exactly how I feel about that. But it was also incredible to see the Dungeons & Dragons campaign and walk through the set of Back to the Future. To my knowledge, fans have never had that opportunity before. So I'm really encouraging folks, if you're interested, to go check this out while you still have the opportunity. It's a separate event, separate entrance from the normal Universal Park hours, but it's definitely well worth it. Especially when you get to go sample great food and see all the great merchandise and things like that. Hats off to Universal for planning this event. And I really hope that they continue to do great things like this. I mean, this is what fans want. We want to be able to go into the environments and go into those worlds and engulf ourselves and be amazed by everything that it is to celebrate that. And I think they did a great job here. But, on the trip, there was also some difficulties. My flights were delayed a couple times, and it wasn't until I got home that I found out that I was missing half of my footage. So a lot of the bridge was missing from the first walkthrough. So I had to go through it several times to get it. But fortunately, that video was still there, and I still got the memories and still got the pictures and everything to go with that. But on that set of unfortunate news, I'm afraid I'm going to end this episode now. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you next time on The Week in Geeks.